The news tonight, Soludo commissions maximum cap rice mills Nigeria Limited at Umuokpu. UN Pepolac commemorates World Peace Day in Awka. Federal government sets up committee to probe Kaduna Daikon blast. And on the foreign scene, Israeli-Palestinian to hold solution summit. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business, and for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember, the emergency numbers to call are 5111 and 0800-2200-008. ABS TV is now live on cable free to air. Join us. My name is Ajuluchukwu Okabwe. Many thanks for joining us. Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has commissioned the maximum cap rice mills Nigeria Limited built by Honorable Chukwuemeka Eboga at Umuokpu in Awka, close to Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata now reports.
The event, Governor Soludo, represented by the Commissioner for Industry, Mr. Christian Udechukwu, commended Honorable Eboga for embracing the Think Home philosophy by investing in his community and contributing to the industrialization drive of the state, while describing the establishment of the rice mill as a laudable initiative that aligns with his administration vision of modernizing and expanding industrial development in Anambra.
To the glory of God, will grow. It will grow because we have a market in Nigeria. It will grow also because in Anambra State we have a policy of procurement that supports made in Anambra.
In his remark, the Chief Executive Officer of Maximum Cap Rice Mills, Honorable Eboga, said the project was inspired by Governor Soludo's call on Ndi Anambra to bring their wealth home through the Akulono policy, and noted that the factory is aimed at creating jobs, stimulating the local economy, and consolidating the state's leading role in the agricultural sector.
Our mission to provide premium quality meal rice products while supporting agricultural sustainability and fostering local economic development in Nigeria.
The dedication of the factory was performed by Venerable Charles Chukura, while the event attracted the Mayor of Awka South Local Government Area, Prince Chinedu Okafor, and the Managing Director of Awka Capital Territory Development Authority, ACTIDA, Mr. O.C. Onuko, who accompanied the governor.
These will not only promote the local economy of this community and Anambra State, but it will also employ more youths to work in this facility. From Umuokpu, I am Emmanuel Chibata for ABS News.
The United Nations Peace and Positive Living Awareness Center, UN Pepolac, under the United Nations Economic and Social Council, has commemorated World Peace Day in Awka, the Anambra State capital. Correspondent Kenechukwu Chukwudi was there and now reports.
Welcoming participants at the event, which had its theme as Act Now for a Peaceful World, the coordinator of UN Pepolac, Dr. Ozioma Ozemena, noted that peace is imperative for a progressive world and appreciated the Anambra State government for championing peace building and conflict management agency law supported by the organization and called for its full implementation.
Align our efforts with the United Nations visions of promoting peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development.
Chairman of the event and legal practitioner, Dr. Kenneth Nwuba, stated that peace is a command from God and every human being should pursue peace in all they do, and commended UN Pepolac for its peace advocacy.
The Lord God that created the heavens and the earth places so much premium on peace. When you look at the scriptures, you discover that it says, if you pursue peace, you will begin to reap the dividends. The dividends of peace are there.
The Speaker of Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, represented by the Clerk of the House, Tony Uhenu, the traditional ruler of Umueri, Igwe Bennett Emeka, and Chairman, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, Anambra State Chapter, Bishop Moses Ezedebego, harped on the importance of peace for a better and just society. Some participants awarded the UN PEP Polak Peace Ambassadors who spoke to the ABS were a community leader, Chief Cletus Ekoi, Chief Gabriel Ohai, and Chief Ikechukwu Odide. In Oka, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
The member representing Oka North constituency in the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable John Mark Ikunne, says Governor Chukwuma Soludo has done exceedingly well in all sectors within 3.5 years in office and deserves a second term. Speaking with journalists in Oka, Honorable Ikunne, who observed that Governor Soludo has surpassed what his predecessors did in 8 years, commended the remarkable improvement in security, education, agriculture and infrastructure, human capital development, among others. The legislator expressed optimism that All Progressives Grand Alliance, ABGA, will win the November 8th Anambra governorship election because the party has endeared itself to the art of Anambra electorate with good governance. Still to come on the news tonight, federal government set up committee to probe the Kaduna Deacon blast. On the foreign scene, Israel, Palestinian to hold solution summit. The news returns shortly after this break.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is here. Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire. At 7 p.m., all cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo.
Glad to have you back, and now the rest of the news. The federal government has established a committee to investigate an explosion at the Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria complex in Kaduna State. The managing director of Beacon Security and Intelligence Limited and the former head of security at Senate, Kabir Adamu, disclosed this during an interview with newsmen today. According to the report, 2 workers, including a military officer, were killed and 4 others were injured after an explosion hit the corporation's factory in Kurumingwari area of Kaduna Metropolis. Deacon's public relations officer, Maria Sambo, said the incident happened during the final phase of a controlled destruction of expired explosive and hazardous materials, including large quantities of ammonium nitrates, prima caps, and propellant. She said the situation was under control. Adamu described the explosion as worrisome, but said the incident is currently being investigated. And over to our foreign news. France and Saudi Arabia are preparing to host a one-day summit at the United Nations a day before the start of the General Assembly, both of which will be heavily focused on Israel's war on Gaza and the elusive two-state solution. At the UN headquarters in New York, world leaders convened to revive the long-stalled notion amid warnings that a contagious Palestinian state could vanish altogether as a result of Israel's hegemonic moves in both Gaza and the occupied West Bank. France is expected to announce its official recognition of a Palestinian state, and others, like Belgium, are considering doing the same. It will come one day after United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and Portugal all recognized Palestinian statehood in historic moves despite vehement opposition from Israel and the United States. And now sports. Nigeria's Super Falconets continue their quest to reach the 2026 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup tournament set to hold in Poland by defeating Rwanda 1-0 in the first leg qualification fixture in Kigali. The 2-time World Cup finalists gave themselves a huge chance ahead of the reverse fixture after needing a second-half goal to see off the East African nation. The opening half saw both teams try to cancel out each other, with Rwanda more concerned in keeping up their defensive shape against their more illustrious opposition. Both sides went into the halftime interval with the scores remaining goalless. However, the second half saw an unturn in the fortunes of the Nigerian team as Janet Akokore-Mowe powered home a header of a corner kick to give the West Africans the lead in the 70th minute. Rwanda made several attempts in a bid to grab the leveler, but the resolute Falconets defense remained compact as they saw out the victory. The second leg will take place at the Lekon Salami Stadium in Ibadan on Saturday, September 27, with the winner moving on to the third round of the qualifiers, where they will meet either Senegal or Algeria. Remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world via our social media website. You can follow us on www.absradiotv.com, subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Radio Television. Follow us on our social media handles at ABS Radio Television, on Facebook, at ABS Radio TV, on Instagram, and on X. Before we go, a look at the main points. Governor Soludo has commissioned Maximum Cap Rice Mills Nigeria Limited at Umopu. UN Pepolac commemorated World Peace Day in Oka. Federal government has set up committee to probe Kaduna Daikon blast. And on the foreign scene, Israeli-Palestinian to hold solution summit. Note that security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business, and for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for a better security of life and property. Remember, the emergency numbers to call are 5111 and 0800-22-00008. ABS cable is now free on cable free to air. Join us. That ends the reading. My name is Ajuluchukwu Okawe, wishing you a pleasant night rest.